We are in the process of pulling the motor for the Chevelle, and we're about to fist fight with the transmission because that's just what happens when we pull transmissions. So, why are we pulling the motor, dear?
Oil control improvements. So, hasn't really been a problem with the standard stroke engines. Well, I think it's a combination of things. One, we're getting better. The car is working better, so the car is cornering harder. So that means I'm sloshing the oil more. And then I put a big stroke in it, so now it's just aerating the hell out of the oil. So when it gets hot and after a lot of high revs and throwing it around on autocross course, I have very sketchy oil pressure. So we're putting a different, putting an Improved Racing scraper and their windage tray. So we already have in both vehicles, we already have the pan baffles, which I think helps a lot, but this is just the next step.
And you already put an oil cooler in it, which we'll go into later once the motor's out.
Yeah, the oil cooler actually helped a lot. So that's the next improvement on the truck.
So yeah, this is what we've been doing 2 days before Christmas, which is kind of a tradition for us at this point because last year at Christmas time we were building a center console for my truck. Actually Christmas morning if I remember right.
Something like that.
But yep, tonight we should hopefully get the motor out within the next hour and then start doing the improvements tomorrow. So stick around. Blocks.
Yeah.
You don't want to set it on blocks?
Well, I mean, we're gonna have to pick it up, pull the pan off. But yeah, I guess tonight.
Oh, so we're not pulling the pan off tonight. It was what? 2 hours?
What time is it?
5:45.
What time do we start?
It was after 3.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad. Not bad at all.
Motor out, transmission out. We have to vacuum out the Chevelle, apparently, before we can put it back together. But that's it for tonight. We've got the motor out. We're gonna get ourselves cleaned up. And then probably tomorrow get started on the fun bits. Making a mess. All right, tomorrow's another day. So your Improved Racing gear stuff went in fine?
Yeah, bolted right in. Checked the clearances like they recommended and spun everything around. Everything cleared fine. Found a vacuum leak while I was in here, so that's good.
What are you doing with the clutch?
Throw up, or not throw up, but the pilot bearing was a little loose, so took that out. Reset that. And now putting the clutch back together. Clutch looked good considering what we figure out about 7,000 miles on it. 6,500, 7,000 miles of abuse.
Yeah, There's
looks
highway
good.
driving in there too.
Yeah, a lot of abuse though.
Anything else? Throttle body, anything else?
No, I got the crank, the scraper in, the new windage tray. Like I said, fixed the pilot bearing. Hopefully, maybe that was the issue. I think the timing table was a little funky too. So I'd change that.
With your random revving at idle?
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris. Chris got hosed at our last event.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Eric. This actually isn't ours. This is, half of it is Eric's and half of it is Chris's. And Chris kindly let us borrow it, and Eric was surprised that we had it. But we'll give it back. And it'll make the rounds with all of our friends like it always does. But it's been very useful.
Yeah, that's the easy way to do clutches or engine removals and.
And tomorrow we can reinstall?
Yeah. Yeah.
Christmas Day reinstall?
What's that?
Christmas Day reinstall?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because we're smoking chicken tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow? Maybe day after Christmas? Not too bad for a couple hours work.
No.
Plug her back in and rev her up in the driveway and piss off all the neighbors. Merry Christmas, everyone.
They'll get over it. Ours actually let oil pressure go through. And since I've just been on an oil pressure hypersensitive thing, I was like, I'm going to permanently seal them while I'm in here. So I put the Michigan Motorsports DOD delete, I guess, plugs, for lack of a better word. But then my lifter valley plate didn't fit, so I had to machine all the dimples down to clear the plugs. It was probably fine, but more is better at this point.
Merry Christmas motor work.
Huh?
Merry Christmas motor work.
Right.
So then tomorrow we put it back in.
Yeah.
All right.
Should go.
So it's currently the 27th. We got the motor back in yesterday. It took much longer to get it in than it did to take it out. He swears it went easier to get it in than to get it out.
It was easier. I didn't say it was faster.
I still don't think it was easier either. But anyway, motor's back in. It's getting fluids. It still needs coolant. I think it's the only other fluid we're pending, right?
Yeah, just need to be topped off on everything.
And then we get it started up and make sure everything's running hunky-dory and all that jazz. So, yeah. Christmas week motor refresh. Well, not really a refresh.
Just an addition.
Yeah. So, pretty soon we'll hear it roar. So the one thing I forgot to talk about while we were doing all of that stuff this weekend was the oil cooler. So he installed an oil cooler a couple of weeks ago, and that alone was already making a difference when we did our event right after it was done.
Yeah, that helped.
But we got this sweet Mishimoto cooler from our boy Juan, because he wanted to run a gold one, because he knows what's up.
It has to be color coordinated.
Oh, are you kidding? It's going to be fabulous when that whole thing is just black and gold. Ugh, I can't wait. I can't wait. When it's done, Juan, I'm doing a full video like I'm, I don't know, like I'm Larry Chen or something. It's going to be amazing when your car is black and gold. Anyway, so we've got all of that good jazz done. Mike's going to mess with the tune a little bit. I'm going to start putting away the tools so we don't start the motor with, you know, a DeWalt. Kills me. He just doesn't put anything away. So yeah, hood's on, car's buttoned up, tune's going in, and then we'll get a proper cold start because it's a chilly Arizona day at 54 degrees. Ooh. She's mad at you. Meanwhile, this is what I'm doing. You're cheating. Come here. It's very mad. So that wraps it up for the car for now. I think there's still some tuning and stuff Mike needs to do on it. He changed the throttle body, a couple other things, but that's going to be it for pretty much all of the projects until 2024. Right now he's reinforcing my spoiler because it keeps not wanting to stay put. And then...
Somebody hits cones at high rates of speed.
I don't want to hear it. You hit more cones last event than I did. I got different springs in the rear of the truck. See if that'll help stabilize things a little bit. I think the only vehicle that didn't get a Christmas present was your truck.
Yeah.
Because the Scout doesn't count. The Jeep got a Christmas present. Your car did. The truck did. Mm-hmm. And the Scout. We'll get back into that in 2024 at some point. When you're on a better shift and...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the big holdup right now is Mike's current work schedule is not exactly conducive to doing much work on this except for the weekends. But the weekends recently have been upgrading and safe-proofing the race cars because it's race season. So we have not quit on the Scout. We just are a little bit delayed on it. So it'll happen. Maybe by the end of 2024. Because it didn't happen at the end of 2023 like I wanted. But that's all we've got for now. So I hope everybody has a very happy new year. And yeah, more racing, more friends, more good times in 2024.
Yeah, because we start out with 2 races right in the first of January.
Yeah, the second week of January. We have 2 races back to back. So good stuff. Have a good remainder of your 2023 and have a great 2024, everyone.